Maersk has been quick to dismiss expressed reservations around its decision to halt its direct cargo voyages from South Africa to the United States, saying that it hasn't abandoned the Southern African market and more specifically South Africa. The shipping company says it communicated its plan to change its service offering from South Africa to the United States as far back as April this year.
What's changing is that we will be routing the cargo via Europe. I'll just give you context as to what's driving behind this. Maersk provides shipping and various logistics solutions to the South African exporters. What is driving this, there's a global context to how we manage our network and what the changes are. It's basically for our customers to benefit from these global changes in the network that we've done. Our customers have dealt with a lot of disruptions over the last few years. If you think about COVID, we've got the war in the Middle East, the closure of the Suez Canal. Now, all of these disruptions basically impact our customers and impact trade as well.
Maersk says with so many disruptive challenges over the past number of years, it had heeded the call of its global customer base to reconfigure its offering to be better able to increase its reliability and predictability of service, prompting it to invest in the centralization of its services in European hubs through its Gemini project.
Maersk has responded by rejigging its network, its global ocean network. And so we've launched our Gemini network, which basically support our big trade from between East and West trades in early this year. And the reason behind that was, again, to provide this flexibility. So it's a much more network-based. It's a hub and spoke model. And the hubs are managed by Maersk. And we've invested in those hubs to make sure that the cargo continues to flow in a much more predictable and also reliable way.
Asked if what it deemed as increased optionality for its South African exporter customers would result in them having to pay a higher price for the service of getting cargo from South Africa to the United States, the answer was a categorical no.
There's no additional cost to our customers. The only thing that they will see is a better reliability and flexibility as well that they will see going forward. So they will be routing via Europe, yeah. And the hubs there are controlled by us. And yes, and we've seen that the hubs are performing well, as I mentioned, at a 90% reliability.
Speaking to the issue of continued tensions in the Middle East and how it's been navigating concerns in terms of the fragility around the Suez Canal, Maersk says it has continued to take a detour through the southern tip of Africa.
If you talk about the impact of the Suez Canal, for example, we've changed our network to route via Africa, the Cape of Good Hope. And that continues because we still are foreseeing that there's still challenges there. The war is not resolved. Doesn't look like there's an end in sight from a peace point of view. So we continue operating in that context.
Maersk says it's seen an improvement in services at South Africa's ports, adding that it's been collaborating with Transnet to improve the same.
We are using all the ports in South Africa at the moment. You would have seen some feedback from Transnet that the performance has improved, and we are seeing that, and we are able to provide services much better than we've been able to before. Definitely, we're seeing improvements, and we are calling all the ports. We're calling Cape Town, Kucha, Port Elizabeth, and Durban as well. And in fact, what we've just done is we've recently upgraded our vessels from the Far East into Durban to deal with the volumes, as well as because the service has improved and we're able to offer better service and better reliability for our customers as well.
Maersk says despite disruptive global challenges, it still expects to see a growth in cargo demand, which in turn should see an uptick for its end-to-end logistical services. Nampumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.